me a hypocrite? You got pregnant in high school too, remember? I certainly do. And you made a choice that was right for you. And you had people
Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my channel USA Gossip TV. Listen to the news headline first and please hit the subscribe button for more update. General Hospital Friday, March 7th. Recap: Sidwell plots to frame Alexis. Carly dumps Brennan and Michael's news. Is Valentin dead meat? Charlotte's pop taken out by WSB as she watches? Now summary. General Hospital Friday, March 7th. Recap: Sidwell plots to frame Alexis. Carly dumps Brennan and Michael's news. General Hospital recap for Friday, March 7th reveals that Jen Sidwell colluded to frame Alexis Davis while Carly Spencer ditched Jack Brennan. Michael Corinthos also had news from Germany, so then's how Friday's GH occasion played out. At the Quartermain Manse, Dante Falconeri got fed up when Lulu Spencer gave Brooklyn Quartermain in station, so he refused to stick around to hear what Lulu has to say. Lulu cornered Brooklyn alone soon after and claimed she saw Martin Gray's case notes. Brooklyn authentically had no indication what Lulu was talking about, but Lulu assumed she was lying. After Lulu mentioned Brooklyn hiding a baby boy from Dante, Brooklyn had emotional response since she didn't know she had a son. Brooklyn tearfully verified that she indeed had a teenage gestation, but she handed over the baby without knowing the gender and clearly didn't hire Martin to make any kind of contact. Lulu showed Brooklyn the prints she snapped of the notes at one point and guessed Lois must have hired Martin. Although Brooklyn delivered a passionate defense of the choice she made as a teen, Lulu still felt Dante merited to know he'd a child out there. Still, also Lulu claimed she'd tell him the verity if Brooklyn didn't confess to Dante. At Sonny Corinthos' new place, Lois comforted him about Giovanni, Gio Palmieri, before Carly arrived and heard what happened with Tracy Quartermain. Once Carly was alone with Sonny, she questioned him about his investment in Gio's education. Sonny claimed he was happy to do it, but he understood all the enterprises since people connected to him could get hurt, like Michael. Carly had some good news since Michael called before with positive updates on his recovery. Sonny prompted Carly to shoot his love when Michael called back, but she felt confident Michael would call his patter soon, too. Latterly, Dante paid Sonny a visit and wished he'd put Tracy in her place before since he didn't agree with her about Gio. Sonny didn't want Gio to feel indebted to take his plutocrat, so Dante advised him to just tell Gio that. Back at the Quartermain Manse, Lois told Ned about all the Gio drama, so he sided with Tracy. Since Lois generally is on guard when it comes to Sonny being involved in finances, Ned sounded suspicious over effects being different with Gio. At Windermere, Alexis was puzzled over how Sidwell got the dagger since it was supposed to be at the bottom of the harbor. Sidwell said he set up it in a press and acted like perhaps Alexis's memory was betraying her. After Sidwell quizzed Alexis about the story behind the dagger, she told him she watched Helena Cassadine cut her mama's throat with it. Alexis held the dagger at one point before tossing it on a near table. Since Alexis obviously didn't want the dagger, she left Sidwell to decide what he wanted to do with it and took off. Once Sidwell was alone, he precisely picked the dagger up with a cloth. It was egregious that Sidwell was trying to save Alexis's fingerprints and presumably set her up for a crime. At Jordan Ashford's place, she opened the door with a beauty mask on and was embarrassed when Isaiah Gannon saw it. Isaiah was amused and eventually made them lunch despite Jordan not having important in her fridge. Since it was stylish to keep their love on the down low while Jordan was playing all her Sidwell games, Isaiah suggested they could get to know each other intimately. There were some hot kisses between the brace, but Isaiah ruined the mood by trying to move Jordan to drop her plan. Jordan made it clear that she was doing this, but Isaiah could conclude out if he wanted. Outside Bobby's, Brennan got a progress report on Jocelyn Jacks over the phone. Brennan went outside moments latterly and tried to get his love with Carly back on track. Still, Carly just didn't suppose their lives were compatible and allowed it was time to be honest about that. Brennan eventually admired Carly's decision and took off, but he looked pouty about it. Meanwhile, Jocelyn endured a training session with her WSB tutor, Vaughn. Vaughn teased Jocelyn about being a rich girl and quizzed her about her motives for joining the WSB. Since Jocelyn was interested in balancing the scales of justice, Vaughn acted like she should presumably walk out the door since she was too romantic for this job. Jocelyn refused to quit, so Vaughn played dirty and got the upper hand multiple couple times in a combat exercise. Still, Jocelyn ultimately struck a blow to Vaughn's groin and got him down on the bottom, which sounded to impress him. General Hospital spoilers say Jocelyn will keep working hard, so stick with us for further prognostications on her new chapter. General Hospital is Valentin dead meat. Charlotte's pop taken out by WSB as she watches? General Hospital spoilers have Valentin Cassadine still on the run with his son, Charlotte Cassadine, but now Jason Morgan and Anna Devane know where they are, and so does the WSB, who, of course, wants him dead. Is Valentin Cassadine's time on General Hospital ending? Exploring possible exit scripts. So, is Valentin about to be killed off? Is he exiting? Is Charlotte going to watch her father die? We're going to talk about the kill order that Jack Brennan issued on Highsex Friend, and whether Charlotte is about to have to watch as her pop is killed by the WSB. But first, click. You know, Valentin can only stay on the run for so long before he's caught. And formerly again, Charlotte advised someone to where they are. The thing is, it sure seems like Charlotte's pop has nowhere to turn and is doomed one way or the other because Valentin has painted himself into a corner. You know, effects just don't look good. He was a wanted man who fled with his sprat. You know, he was running pikemen. He tried to kill Sonny Corinthos, Jason, and Selena Wu. And he did kill Olivia Jerome and some other people. He meddled with Sonny's drug. And also, worst of all, tried to frame Anna for his crimes. Valentin Cassadine's possible fates: death, imprisonment, or redemption. So now that Valentin is a total villain, there just doesn't feel to be any way out for him, really. There's only 3 issues he can try and run off again. They can catch him and Jack can shoot him to Steinmauer captivity, where they keep transnational culprits. Or Jason or the WSB could kill him off. And at this point, death does feel a likely outgrowth unless, you know, he's tossed in captivity and not seen again until they pull him back out. That would be enough boring. James Patrick Stewart, who plays Valentin, has been keeping veritably busy with other systems, and his character is irredeemable at this point, so it just doesn't feel likely that he'll stick around, and that this is wind-up stuff. My conjecture is that this battle is to get Charlotte out of Valentin's hands and eventually back with Lulu Spencer, and to get the character out of the way for good, or at least for now. The kill order, Jack Brennan's vengeance, and Valentin's hopeless situation. Although his old mate in crime, Jack Brennan, didn't want him dead at first, all that changed when Valentin tried to choke him to death in Germany. Too bad for Valentin that Carly Corinthos Spencer saved Jack's life, and as soon as he could, he notified the WSB that he was placing a kill-on-point order on Valentin. So the Joe's got a huge target on his reverse. It's only a matter of time before he's caught, captured, killed, or other bad issues. I mean, we knew the Penns were not going to keep Charlotte down from her mama ever, especially because Lulu has missed out on Charlotte's life for the last 4 times while she was in a coma. We did see that the actress who plays Charlotte, Scarlett Fernandez, returned to re-photographing several weeks agone. She's due on screen veritably soon. Race to Buenos Aires, Jason, Anna, and the WSB's pursuit of Valentin and Charlotte. She just texted her family Rocco Falceroni and told him she's in Buenos Aires, and also Rocco told Danny Morgan, who incontinently prompted him to tell his mama Lulu. But Rocco said no because last time he told his mama about a communication from Charlotte, she took off after her, and also both of them wound up in peril from that gun. Plus, being with Valentin seems to make Charlotte happy, and Rocco wants his family happy. But once Jason got that new lead from Danny, well, he seized Anna, and they're off to Buenos Aires. Jason and Anna not only want to bring Charlotte home, but they're also veritably upset that she could be contributory damage when the WSB takes end at Valentin. At the same time that Jason got the position, well, Jack also set up out where they are. So, we've got dangerous people all heading for Charlotte and Valentin on General Hospital. So, the big question is, will he survive? Will Charlotte be hurt? Hopefully Anna won't get near Charlotte with a gun again. I mean, that poor sprat might have some PTSD. Who will reach Valentin first, assuming on the battle in Buenos Aires? Next, we're going to talk about who reaches Valentin first and what that means for his fate and his unborn health, and for his son Charlotte. There's really no doubt that Valentin will be set up soon, and the big question I want to know is, who gets to him first? Jason and Anna? Or is it going to be the WSB and their platoon of cutthroats? Because for now, they should be the only bones chasing him. Lulu has no idea that anyone knows where her son is. She got sidetracked butting into Brooklyn Quartermain's life, so Jason and Anna did not want Lulu in the way causing problems anyway. So the good thing is she's distracted in Port Charles. They've run off. Still, he might run off again. But that would feel like a meaningless drag in the plot if Valentin figures out everyone's coming for him. I do anticipate Anna and Jason may find him first, and also the WSB shows up with ordnance out and it's a whole life or death confrontation. However, she would, but that would mean Valentin would be packed off to Steinmauer captivity if Anna could take him safely into guardianship. Implicit issues. Valentin's death, imprisonment, or a soapy resurrection. I feel like there's a good chance the WSB might kill Valentin, or it looks that way. However, they could do commodity in a way where they bring him back laterally if they want to. If so. You know, like his body's not set up, he falls into the water, the WSB takes off with his body, but he's not really dead, so they can revitalize him laterally. You know, good adulatory stuff. Brennan told his people, shoot first and ask questions laterally. And indeed, though they were formerly good musketeers, Valentin trying to strangle him was a deal swell. So now Brennan is fighting back, and he's surely looking to exclude Valentin, but I do not indeed suppose he's going to get his hands dirty. We'll see if he shows up down there. Right now, he's just got a platoon on the way. The impact on Charlotte trauma, a messy return, and implicit Cassadine darkness. I know a ton of suckers would detest to see Valentin gone for good. I'm right there with you. I love James Patrick Stewart, but they could also bring him back from the dead at any point because it's a cleaner, and Charlotte seeing her pop bones will absolutely traumatize her. And set the stage for a veritably messy return to Port Charles and a messy reunion with her mama Lulu. Still, I would anticipate him to pop back over one day for Charlotte, but as it stands, if Valentin ever survives. At the same time, I'd also like Valentin to come back as a straight-up classic, unapologetic Cassadine villain, but I misdoubt GH is going to go that route. At least not right now. So, no matter the outgrowth, if Valentin's shot dead, shot and goes missing, or is hauled off to captivity, Charlotte is going to be traumatized and frightened. General Hospital Lulu smoothly balances. This sets up Lulu to deal with a veritably angsty teenage Charlotte when she's back to Port Charles, which is kind of karmic because Lulu is now in the process of blowing up Brooklyn Quartermain's life. She plans to expose that baby secret to Dante Falconeri. You know, Lulu wants her son back, but when she gets what she wants, it may be bittersweet because coming back home to Lulu means Charlotte will lose her pop Valentin to death, or imprisonment, or just absenteeism. And Charlotte isn't going to handle that veritably well at all. She may, in fact, condemn Lulu. Still, she went full Cassadine, like when she was stalking and spooking Anna. If you flash back when Charlotte wanted to cover Valentin in the history. So, you can't ever forget? Yes, part of that was Victor Cassadine influence, but Charlotte is pure Cassadine blood running through those modes, and if she loses Valentin, Charlotte could helical out, making effects veritably hard on Lulu. I do go that Anna and Jason are going to get Charlotte safely down from the life or death battle heading for Valentin, but she'll be veritably worried to be taken from her father and affrighted if he's killed, and Charlotte may now be the same again. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.